You have heard a lot about tariffs, funding cuts, and the potential impact. Well, tonight we are hearing from local farmers worried they could get put out of business.
WFMY News 2's Kevin Kennedy spoke with them about the tough times that could lie ahead.
Days like this, when the crops are quiet, the fields empty, and the workdays short, are rare for a farmer. The spring planting season almost here. For Mike Fawcett, it's a clean canvas and another opportunity.
When you've been in it as long as I have, through generations, it's your life. You live to farm.
This land has been in his family since the 1920s. Every season, a new crop of hope planted in the soil. But farming today is slowly dying.
The times are rough on farmers right now.
A fourth-generation farmer, Mike, remembers how it was, worried how it is, and afraid of how it will be.
Lord, we used to walk in the bank and say, I need $100,000, and we didn't have to just sign a few papers, and we walked back out with it. Now walk in the bank wanting $25,000, they kind of laugh at me.
For many North Carolina farmers, a weather-ravaged 2024.
And I had 15 acres that we planted during the hottest time of the summer, and it cooked them in the ground. Not a bean one come up.
Raises the stakes and the fears for this year. New government freezes, cuts, and tariffs has farmers contemplating closure.
If farmers don't have those subsidies, most of us, we're fighting going broke now. We're not making money here.
Farming bankruptcy filings jumped 55% in 2024. More than $5 billion in federal cuts would seem to paint a bleak forecast for small-town farmers like Mike.
That's a very big concern, and housing developments are taking farms over every day.
At Pine Knot Farms near Burlington, 76-year-old Stanley Hughes still harvests the land his granddad did.
It's just hard. It's really hard being a farmer. I guess I should have chosen another profession, but
it's in his blood, so he pushes on against the odds and now seemingly the government.
On down the road, I don't know how long I'll be able to keep doing this,
Recent cuts to federal funding squeezing an already shrinking community. Stanley denied about $18,000 in federal grants.
There's so much against you. The odds are against you, like the weather and now with the current administration is making it hard for a farmer.
In March, the USDA slashed more than $1 billion from its local food purchasing assistant programs. Money that went to schools and food banks to buy food from about 350 local farmers. One of those is Pine Knot.
Now, with their funds being frozen, we just simply do not know where we go from here.
Linda married into this farming family 18 years ago. She manages the finances. Almost half of their business is from nonprofits.
They have been our bread and butter that turned things completely around. Do I need to say any more?
More than $5 billion in government dollars frozen. Sean Harding is the president of the North Carolina Farm Bureau.
There's a concern level from farmers just like everybody else in the country.
Fixing farm equipment now more critical than ever. New products are often made in other countries, which means tariffs and higher prices. How these other countries respond to our exports is the big unknown.
We grow way more food than we can eat in this country. And so we need those partners, those export partners.
While many North Carolina farmers are sitting back, waiting for the economic dust to settle, the future feels like their cycle of life. Plant, pray, and prepare for whatever comes next.
We reached out to the USDA to try to get a better understanding of the true economic impact when it comes to local farms here in North Carolina. We were told they don't really track funding dollars on a per state basis, mainly because they provide funding in so many different areas and in a number of different ways. So the true economic impact, bit of a moving target for North Carolina farmers. Some could see a significant impact while others could see very little or no impact at all. Kevin Kennedy, WFMY News 2.
Our state hasn't come close to dodging DOGE. We have a full list of all the cuts in the 2 Wants to Know section of our website.